set.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
Cooper, he's checked in for Freak. And the Jayhawks also. And here is Jenkins. Passes it to Calderon. On the wing, too. The layup missed.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And the Jayhawks do a great job in recruiting talent. All sorts of players have come through Kansas and found success.
Yeah, and you know they develop not only the stars like Paul Pierce and Andrew Wiggins, but role players, too, guys that have made a living in the NBA as fitting into roles. Mario Chalmers and Nick Collison come to mind.
Peacock, he's in at center. Ryan is out there with McAdoo. Then it's Jones. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4. Here's Duncan following the basket by Freak. Here's the screen. Calderon has the open look. And that comes off the assist by Duncan.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Freak. McAdoo, the pass to Freak. Shot is off. And so here's Kansas. A 2-point game. And Jenkins kicks to Calderon. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means. And his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak. And he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
And he gets it to go.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points.
And some changes here for Villanova. Miller comes in for Jones. And Beal subbed in for McAdoo.
Let the game come to you. You're forcing the issue too much.
.114 left in the second half of basketball. Lee kicks it to Gaines. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, but that's Sam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Peacock. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. 50 seconds left to play here in the second half. Lee kicks it to Gaines. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Now Lee. 17 seconds left to play here in the second half. Clock at 6. Kicks it to Gaines. To tie it up. Count it! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. And we've got more college basketball in store as we get ready now for overtime. What energy, what excitement in the building. And it's Villanova with the ball. On the wing, Bryant. Freak with it. The feed now to Beal. To the paint. Here's Peacock. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in. And that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jayhawks. Terry's checked in, and it's Duncan in for Daniels. Oubre kicks to lead. Inside, Gaines. It's good. This game is all even.
As clutch a shot as I have ever seen.
In a word, gutsy.
Here's Beal. To the middle. The kick out to Bryant. Lets it go with a three. Laces one from three.
And now the crowd really getting into it.
Listen to that.
What is the decibel count in this building?
Here's Gaines. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
He hushed him up with that shot.
Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd. You're right.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment. You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
And they're running. Now here's Lee. And there's the pass to Gaines.
Got it! This is a tremendous solo run he's on. I mean, the kind we've seen him have so many times before.
And so the Jayhawks take the win. Clark, a double overtime game can really take its toll on the players. Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see Villanova facing the Louisville Cardinals.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
So on the floor for Villanova, Peacock, he's in at center. Miller is out there with Bryant. and it's Ilgauskas in at the 4. The Louisville Cardinals have had a real strong run lately in college hoops, Clark. Even after changing conferences a few years back, they continue to shine.
You know, and nobody knew, Kevin, just how they would fare in the new and stronger conference, but it's been winning as usual for the Cardinals. And, you know, with Freak, you can see with his combination of size and movement why people are so high on him at the next level. I mean, there is no ceiling to how good he can be.
It just isn't very often that you have a big man as polished as Freak. There are a lot of guys his size and a lot of players who are as skilled as he is, but it is rare to have it all in one play.
Here's White. Here's Harrell. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
And Beal kicks to Miller. Now Beal. He feeds it to Freak. That's short off the rim.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
And White kicks to Harrell. Some nice passing by Louisville here. To the inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one hand tomahawk slam?
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. A platoon swap here for Louisville. Villanova shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Well, who could forget Villanova and their one college title? Come on now. It was one of the biggest Cinderella stories ever, one of the greatest upsets ever. Winning it all as an 8th seed, knocking down an outstanding Georgetown team back in '85.
Here's Hughes. Price outside. Passes it to Hughes. Misses the three. Here's Freak. Hughes with the steal. Here's Russell. And it's Foster with the rebound. Now Gaines. And there's the 3-second violation. He's checked in for Peyton. Then for Villanova, Ross is checked in for Cooper. And Freak subbed in for Moore. Well, talking about the Wildcats and what you were mentioning, the improbable title run in 1985 was certainly the stuff of movies. They got hot, Greg, at the right time.
And they had to take down 2 #1 seeds and also 2 #2 seeds in their path to win it all. Their biggest test being in the finals against the heavily favored Hoyas. It's the defining moment of that program.
They've got Harrell. Price is out there with Russell. Then it's Thomas. And it's Hughes in at the small forward position. And for Villanova, Peacock in at power forward. He's out there with Jones. And it's Ross in at the center position.
And the Villanova Wildcats have had a recent surge in their program over the past decade. Since about '05, they have been a consistent presence in the tournament. And also have won a few conference titles.
On the Wildcats, so Villanova have been getting back in the swing of things as a program over the last decade, Clark. And one of the better runs they're on right now is a school.
Yeah, they are a surefire bet to pretty much be in the tournament almost every year now. Really one of the big schools in recruiting on the East Coast.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
And that one's good. Freak.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And here's Price. Kicks it to Thomas with 4 seconds on the clock. Nice D from Freak.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of...
And we've reached halftime in this one. Cardinals ahead, up by 12. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second half. Morg. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, without a doubt, it's been a rough go so far here for Freak and his team. They just can't find anything to capitalize on consistently thus far.
And, Greg, I'm anticipating plenty of adjustments from the coach. But I tell you what, when it comes down to what happens in the second half, it's about the players executing. A few quick baskets right out of the gate, and it's anybody's game.
Harrell is out there with White. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Villanova, Peacock in at center. Bryant is out there with Miller. And it's Beal in at the point.
Move it. Move it.
Well, guys, for Louisville in the last decade or so, it's been a bit of a renaissance in basketball. A title in 2013 gives them 3 total now. One of the premier programs in the country for sure.
Here's Rozier. He kicks it to Sanders. Pass to Rozier. Harrell dishes to Sanders. Here's White, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his first personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
For the Cardinals, Andy White at the line for 2.
And guys, over the years, Louisville.
Substitution on the court.
Louisville leading by 4. Price with the ball. For 3. Ross grabs the board.
Move it. Move it.
Now Gaines. Ross with a screen on heels. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Thomas. Outside Odom. Some nice passing by Louisville here. They double in with Freak. And Thomas, here we go. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, Greg, you said it moments ago, Louisville, a team that can get up and down the floor with great ease on both ends. They like to be Clark the aggressor in every situation.
Well, Kevin, you're right. They've always been able to recruit tremendous talent. Not only skilled, but athletic players, too. And it's hard to think of a Louisville team that doesn't get up and down quickly.
Villanova trails by 6. Rozier's out there with Russell. Then it's White. Then there's Harrell. And it's Thomas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Freak missing.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Thomas a screen. Here's Rozier. He's covered by Beal. And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way. Pass to Beal. Dishes to Freak. There's the pass to Augustus. Here's Peacock. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Yeah, crucial basket there. And as long as they've got that mismatch, big on small, they've got to take advantage.
Well, I don't doubt that they clearly recognize that. And because they do, they're going to continue to milk it.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Bryant. Now here's Beal. He dishes it to Freak from 12 feet out. And it's White with the rebound. Cardinals leading by 4. Fires for 3. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count.
26 seconds left here in the second half, and so they choose to intentionally foul. This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
And so they foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game. The perfect chance and opportunity to wrap it up, and he couldn't take advantage. We'll see if he lives to regret it.
Out of bounds, Louisville takes possession. they go to the intentional foul. And that misses, and no second shot coming to him this time. Out to the wing. Here's Ilgauskas. He's off from 3, and so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. So Louisville wins it.
Today on 2K TV postseason. yourself to death. So you gotta fire up.
Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. Kevin Harlan here, along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's the Texas Longhorns facing Villanova.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Now let's take a look at the Longhorns' opening lineup. Ellis is out there with Edwards. Then it's Turner. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the four-man position. Beal against Edwards. To the middle. Shots good by Turner. The Texas Longhorns have been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge of greatness for a long time.
I think Texas in general is very decorated in its athletics program. I mean, still looking for their first college basketball championship on the men's side is what they're reaching for.
Here's Beal following the score by Miles Turner. Beal dishes to Freak. Ford with the steal. Edwards against Beal. Pass to Ford. 17-foot shot on the way. Jump shot is good.
And while the Longhorns don't have any college titles in men's basketball, they have yet to even make it to the final game of the tournament. You get the feeling it's just a matter of time.
They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, Greg, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
Some nice ball movement by Villanova. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
Well, you know, the Longhorns have won a lot of conference titles over the years.
Longhorns leading by 9. On the court for the Longhorns. Doherty out there with Hudson. Then it's Turner. And it's Thornton in at the two-guard spot. The shot by Turner, no good.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Here's Beal. Banked in off the glass. Beal's got his first bucket in this one.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
They set the pick. And Blair kicks to Hudson. Blair, the screen. Thornton with it. Just 5 on the clock. Dishes it to Turner. Misses off the right iron. Villanova trails by 7. And McAdoo kicks to Freak. Pass to Beal. Inside. Here's Peacock. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Turner. Now Texas with it. 1:39 left in the first half. Blair, the pass to Turner. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Turner's got the lead up to 9 now for the Longhorns. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Some changes here for Villanova. Ilgauskas is checked in, and it's Bryant in for Beal. Villanova shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. Here is Edwards. 1:19 left in the first half. Here's Ford. Villanova grabs the miss.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Ilgauskas' screen on Ellis. Here's Peacock. The shot is off. Now Texas takes it the other way. They double him with Freak. And Doherty kicks to Turner. Ellis left side. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Longhorns ball as Texas keeps possession. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And guys, without a doubt, it's been a rough go so far here for Freak and his team. They just can't find anything to capitalize on consistently thus far.
And Greg, I'm anticipating plenty of adjustments from the coach, but I tell you what, when it comes down to what happens in the second half, it's about the players executing. A few quick baskets right out of the gate, and it's anybody's game.
Peacock, he's in at center. Miller is out there with Bryant, and it's Beal in at the 1 spot. On the court for the Longhorns, they've got Turner. Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at power forward. Longhorns leading by 10. Ellis outside. There's the pass to Edwards. Turner with a screen on Beal. Feeds to Ford. And it's blocked. The drive by Bryant. Rebounded by Ellis. And so it's Texas with it. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Edwards. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Texas shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
2 shots.
And the free throw, no good. Hudson's checked in for the Longhorns. Richmond comes in for Ellis. And here's Edwards. They set the screen. Kicks it to Doherty. Pass to Edwards. Here's Ford, but they get it back. Another shot. Shot's good by Ellis. And Texas leads by 12.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Peacock in at center. Bryant is out there with Miller. And it's Beal in at the point.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Now here's Turner. D right on him. Comes up empty down low. Miller kicks to Bryant. He dishes it to Ilgauskas. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And some changes here for Villanova. Cooper comes in for Freak, and Foster subbed in for Bryant. Hudson's checked in for the Longhorns. .106 left in the second half of basketball.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Texas.
Clark, looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, but they did a better job tonight. They made the most of the extra rebounds, too.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Ellis. You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
And he gets it to go.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. To the inside. Makes it off the glass. And Texas leads by 18.
That one will seal the deal there. They've exploded here at the end.
Boy, I love the serious killer instinct they've shown, finishing strong.
Gaines dishes to Freak. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And really, if this had come just a little earlier, they may have been able to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. They needed this a lot sooner than they got it.
Here is Blair. So the Longhorns win it. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for joining us.
Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil.
And this is where it's at, folks. The college tournament ends here tonight. For one team, the joy of a lifetime will be achieved. And there's no doubt going to be some incredible action all along the way. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing Villanova.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker. And it's Evans in at the power forward position. Dishes it to Decker. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
You know, Wisconsin has not historically had a lot of players in the NBA. That number, however, could be growing in the next few seasons. I mean, they have a few, but for the most part, Their winning has come through solid team play.
And he sinks the second. Greg, I think you were talking about this just a moment ago. We'll be seeing more and more Badgers in the NBA with their recent success. Frank Kaminsky being the most recent NBA product.
And Kaminsky isn't alone. Sam Decker's also in that squad will be coming in. How about John Moore and Greg Steelsma and Devin Harris are all fellow Wisconsin alums. You look at the list and you see a lot of guys who know how to do the little things for a team.
It's Hill, top the key. And there's the pass to Hawkins. Hill kicks to Decker. And stolen by Ilgauskas. Miller outside. Pass to Freak. The Badgers pull it in. Decker with it. Kicks it to Hill. Out to the right wing. Now, here's Decker, defended by Bryant. One up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
And Beal kicks to Freak. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get...
1:36 left in the first half of the game. Peacock, he's in at center. Miller is out there with Foster. And it's Beal in at the 1. Moore against Gibson. Down low. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And for the Badgers, we've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Gibson in at the power forward.
Move the ball. Sticking too much.
Hawkins against Beal. Here's Peacock. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
What a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level. 4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Frank Kaminsky picks one up. Villanova shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
At the line for 2.
Dawkins checked in for Kaminsky. And both free throws good from Freak.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gibson against Ross. Gibson passes to Decker. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Decker's got 5 now. Hawkins against Beal. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Beal against Hawkins. Here's Walker, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
2 shots.
And no problem there in the first free throw. 1-on-1 situation, so he'll get another. And so Walker nails both of them. And so it's a close game. And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Peacock in at center. Bryant is out there with Miller. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4. And for the Badgers, Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Wade in at the 5.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Villanova making a switch here. Cooper's checked in.
Scott Cooper.
Here's Fisher. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. There's a good screen. Finally into the lane. Puts up the baby hook, pushing their lead to double digits. Conley's got his first points of the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
The Badgers leading by 8.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Peacock in at power forward. He's out there with Jones, and it's Foster in at the 2 spot.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
And the shot is good. The Badger lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Freak. Freak's gone 75% from the field. 6 baskets and 8 attempts. And Fisher kicks to Payton. Dawkins the pass to Payton. And it's Foster with the rebound. We've got 1:48 left to play in the second half. Freak kicks it to Foster. Gaines dishes to Jones. And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Jones. 17 points for Freak.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports. So it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are. No slowing him down. Just incredible numbers for Freak. 18 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
So Wisconsin ends up going with the new group.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it. He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Evans inside. Covered by Ilgauskas. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Badgers.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressor.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And it's Villanova with the ball. It's a pick by Ilgauskas. There's Beal with the three. Here is Hawkins. Evans, a screen on Beal. They set the pick. Pick up by Hill. Off the pick. Wade, good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish. Just too much of a deficit to overcome.
Just not enough clicks and ticks left on that clock in this one, Greg.
Here's the Badgers with the ball. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Hill against Bryant. Outside Hill. So it's Wisconsin picking up the win. Such a special...
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
Hi, got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the Queen Mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing, Mr. P?
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the 6th pick in the NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings select
Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky.
With the 7th pick in the NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select
Emmanuel Mudiay
from Dallas, Texas. With the 8th pick in the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select
Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona.
With the 9th pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select
Frank Kaminsky
from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select
Justice Winslow from Duke University.
With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select
Miles Turner from the University of Texas.
With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select
Trey Lyles from the University of Kentucky.
With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select
Devin Booker from the University of Kentucky.
With the 14th pick in the NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select
Cameron Payne
from Murray State University. With the 15th pick in the NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select
Kelly Oubre
from the University of Kansas. With the 16th pick in the NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select
Terry Rozier from University of Louisville.
With the 17th pick in the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select
Rashad Vaughn from UNLV.
With the 18th pick in the NBA draft, the Houston Rockets select
Sam Decker
from the University of Wisconsin. With the 19th pick in the NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select
Jaren Grant.
With the 20th pick in the NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors select Josh Peacock from Villanova University.
We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk, and I was.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
I won't. Quando eu me vi só nesse.
My first NBA game. Can't believe it's finally here. You work your entire life for something, and then when it's right in front of you, it's almost hard to believe. But I'm ready. And now it's time for me to show everybody I belong and do my best to represent Harlem.
City Place, a gigantic new residential development here in Toronto, walking distance from both the sporting arenas. This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You can feel the energy here at Air Canada Centre. The Raptors looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. This game against Indiana, the first game of the NBA's regular season. In the season before.
There are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
And for the Raptors, Peacock in its center. Corey Joseph is out there at DeRozan. Then it's Damari Carey, and it's Patterson in at the power forward position. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Toronto.
A lot of success from mid-range so far for them, guys. If nothing else works, they can always fall back on the jump shot.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
And for the Pacers, Paul George is out there with Lavoy Allen. Then it's Ellis, then there's Hill, and it's Turner in at the 5. And Patterson kicks to DeRozan. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. DeRozan's got the lead up to 12 now for the Raptors. And one thing about DeMar DeRozan, such sweet mid-range jump shooting accuracy. It was his bread and butter in college, and Greg, the same here in the pros.
And he gets tremendous lift going up, really squares himself to the rim and releases it quickly. Almost an impossible shot to defend.
13 feet away. No luck. And Indiana will come the other way. George dishes to Hill.
You know, I can think of one way to describe George Hill. It's the culmination of several attributes. I mean, he comes from the school of Popovich, plays under control, always in the right place defensively. The way I describe him is just steady.
Powell, he's checked in for Freak. Both teams making substitutions here. And so we conclude the first half. Raptors lead by 15. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
All right, listen up. Terrific job so far. The fans are...
Okay, fans, put your hands together.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty. Some changes for Toronto. Freaks checked in for Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Luis Scola in for Patrick Patterson. The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Scola out there with Freak, and it's Carroll in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Got a piece of it. Paul George with the steal. All alone.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. To the paint, here's Hill. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Well, the one word you can use to describe the Raptors postseason last year, disaster. I mean, Greg, nothing went right for them.
Yeah, I mean, after that great regular season, they were completely just manhandled by the Wizards, swept out of the first round in 4 straight.
Well, I tell you, the Raptors really were befuddled with how that series went. I mean, they just never got things going and became the first team to get swept with home court advantage in the playoffs since 2011.
And the second free throw, good.
And, guys, you look at the Raptors last season and how they stumbled at times. You could see that they would have trouble in the postseason with the way they were constructed. I don't think anybody saw a sweep coming, but that's where it ended up being. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line. You know, for the Pacers last season, with Paul George being out for most of the season, they knew it would be a struggle. They would go into lengthy dry spells that made it hard for them to keep pace in the East, in part because they missed Paul George's all-around brilliance and his offense.
And George, here we go. Sweet little floater. George has got 8 points.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
You're right on target there, Greg. Of the last 10 points they've allowed, 8 have come from in close.
And that's the very first basket right there, folks, of what is hopefully a very long and a very prosperous career from Freak.
You know, there should be a lot more of those ahead. I mean, he's no flash in the pan, guys. I mean, he's going to be around this league a long time.
Certainly appears that way to me, too. I mean, he's got the confidence and ability of a player who's capable of being a fixture in this league for years.
As for those dry spells you mentioned about the Pacers, G8, they had a number of long losing streaks last season.
Yeah, as a team, they had 4 different losing streaks of 6 or more games, and they got hot at the end. Season-high win streak of 6 to stay playoff relevant. It was just too little, too late compared to their losing streaks earlier in the year.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
Feeds it to Ross. Now the pass to Freak. Ross kicks to Freak. It's stolen by Hill. Stuckey outside. Kicks it to Hill. To tie. They get a hand on it. He shoots again. And another shot. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
You got there late, but you do have to like his.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win.
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan play.
Oh, man. Anthony Davis. One of the most unique talents in the NBA. I see a lot of myself in him. I can't wait to face him and see if I can get the upper hand. I know I'm still a rookie, but it's the ultimate test to see where my game is at right now. And I live for these moments. So bring it on, Brow.
The Toronto skyline gleaming in the dark night sky. We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the New Orleans Pelicans come in for this one. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Atlanta Hawks.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
And for Norris Cole, such an important role player, Greg, for Miami for a number of seasons. Last year, shooting percentages dipped, and that is one of the reasons why he was probably traded to New Orleans.
Yeah, and a lot of that, I think, had to do with somebody dipping out of town.
Yeah.
LeBron James, that would probably change the quality of your shots. But both figures did go up dramatically once he got to New Orleans. And remember, now he's playing with another great player in Anthony Davis.
Freak with it, working on Anderson. And Freak throws it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Pelicans leading by 5. And Cole kicks to Anderson. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Back to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Out left to the wing. Here's Ajinça. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
A moment here to see some numbers for Kyle Lowry. He had a strong showing last season. Put up about 17 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
No doubt. I mean, he knows how to run this offense, and that's always valuable coming off the bench. Well, you know, you look at the Raptors, and they improved in a number of ways last season, but their bench play was one of their bigger improvements. I mean, they had one of the weaker benches in the league in 2014, but they flipped that around last year.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Toronto. Passes it to Cunningham. To the inside, and the jam by Ajinça.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Greg, one thing about the Raptors last year, they made the moves they needed to in order to be sure to fix their bench, strengthen their bench. It showed on paper and in person.
Yeah, credit their front office. In 2014, they had a bottom 5 bench in terms of scoring. Last season, they flipped that, became a top 5 bench in terms of that scoring, and even had the 6th man of the year leading the way.
Lou Williams.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is. He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. Cole. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Cole's got his first 3 points of the game.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the deep.
I want everyone here, Canada, Canada.
And power forward Patrick Patterson, getting better every season. He said that his college career...
I think my 3 years at Kentucky, caused...
Patterson Clark, exactly the guy he says he is. It's a completely new group for Toronto. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Peacock in at power forward. Powell is out there with Lowry. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Biyombo at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And the jam by Ajinça.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Freak.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Lowry passes to Freak, puts one up from 19. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Anderson, a screen on Lowry. Holiday, a beautiful reverse layup. Now it's a 6-point Pelican lead.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in a game of basketball.
And guys, for Drew Holiday last season was a tale of 2 halves. Over the first half, he displayed the leadership. The clock runs out.
Thank you, Kevin. Dwayne Casey with me here. And, Coach, some pretty good shooting from your guys in the first half, but you're still...
The second half just about to get going here.
Just absolute domination in this one.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark, in the end, everyone satisfied.
Yeah, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give them a lot of credit.
Yes, guys, I'm here with...
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's... Kyle Lowry. He had a double-double and made a huge difference tonight. He never let up. And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports.
What a life, eh, Freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgment.